We've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready. Right, 97.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Seahawks at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, close deal. Strike, strike.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's a fake here on 4th and inches.
So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But when you go on the road, you're hoping to make plays that will take the crowd out of the game. I think that's a pretty good example right there.
Yeah, a break like that never hurts, especially in the first quarter. Maybe help to set the tone a little bit.
Could settle them down, get them into the game a little bit easier without that crowd really being against them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
And Walker once more.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Caught by Jones.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
These two teams all tied after one. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
And Lance now to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 27, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Running right, Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks have regained the lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ready, set.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. Rock it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hurry! Ready?
Here's Walker.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And Ingram hauls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Jones again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Rolling to his right. Man open, here is Jones.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through and breaks tackles. And then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Again, Walker.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
10 cycles.
This is caught. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. In motion left is Watkins.
Yellow blue. Faster, faster.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Quez Watkins
From 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So the defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Lawrence on the sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll give the Jags a 1st down. A give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Lawrence on the sneak.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The give is to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This is Jones, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with career touchdown number 60.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Okay, ready?
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Hey, Johnson.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hey, throw it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And some space here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lance back to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield themselves so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.